Hello everyone and welcome to Cancerian Tarot. Today's reading will be a pick a card message meant to find you today. So if you want to take a moment to please choose option A with the Amethyst, B with the Rose Quartz or C with the Serpentine. The timestamps will be down in the description below. Please take a moment. If you need a while longer, feel free to pause, manifest your question and choose the card you're most drawn to, or the crystal. Hello option A and welcome to your reading. If you pick the Amethyst, this will be for you. So we're starting at the Winter Solstice card with a big change in life. This can mean a karmic change, it could be something you've been working towards. Sometimes when we pull this card though, it can be like an underlying discrepancy with another person. This does feel like some of you have perhaps been waiting for this change or this opportunity for a long time. Some of you it feels like you've been perhaps progressing along and you've not been actively seeking it, but it feels like when we pull this card, the message, one of the primary messages is that if you wait long enough, changes are sure to occur. So, from a closer look at the Great Bear, we have the Two of Vessels, attraction. So now, I'm feeling for some of you straight away, there's going to be a new opportunity to meet someone new. It could be, for some of you, romantic, or others of you, it could be a twin flame, it could be a soulmate, it could be someone that you're even just very attracted to, flirtatious with, someone that you find that you get along with really well. This is often open communication, this is an equality card. Some of you, I feel like you've been actively seeking a relationship or a new friendship, a partnership, and this is a very good sign. You have the Stag. Now that's being sort of at one with the earth and yourself. It can symbolise being very sort of king of your castle, very responsible, very reliable. You have your things in order. If you'd like a closer look. It's responsibility, it's guardianship, it's also being very in touch with nature and in touch with yourself. It's kind of knowing who you are as well and what you want. I feel like you're someone who could be a great provider. I feel like here as well this relates to you more so than them. I feel like you are a very protective person. I'm getting almost earth energies from you. I notice that you start at the winter solstice and you're coming out into a warm, into a spring, early summer energy type of here. I feel like you're stepping into a new, brighter opportunity. For some of you it is a romantic relationship or a partnership. For others of you it could simply just be putting yourself out there. With the Great Bear though, it can be karmic. Some of you, I feel like you've been looking for this, you've been manifesting this, spending a lot of time, maybe privately. You have the Green Man, which is, like I said, a card of manifestation, of being able to get things done, of being responsible, being reliable, very in touch with nature. There's a similarity to the Stag there. There's also a lot of opportunity here. You have the Wheel, which is a reminder that seasons change. It's kind of like a Wheel of Fortune type of thing. It can mean that although sometimes it seems dark, sometimes it seems like the winter, sometimes we feel like we're shut out, that things aren't going our way, that brightness comes again, because that's the cycle of life, that's how it's supposed to be. I feel like you're coming out of a winter and you're entering your, like I said, summer and spring. You're really starting to get a hold of things, maybe gaining some new skills and putting them to use. Some of you, I'm feeling like you're going to start gaining rewards from that. Perhaps within the next few weeks or months, you'll perhaps start seeing money coming in, or your watch time going up, or more sales happening on your business, or you're starting to notice your skills are improving. I feel like there's a lot of that, almost like you're picking up, you're starting to enter a period of growth, and you'll start seeing a lot of change in your skills. You have the Six of Bows, abundance, which is abundance at your own hand. The bows are about innovation, engineering, talent, skill. And it's about ensuring that you put those to the best, to the test. You do your best all the time, because here you have abundance and growth. I feel like for some of you, you'll be attracting new people, if not just a new person into your life. You'll be open, welcoming of that love. You'll be manifesting this growth, attracting this abundance, attracting this wealth. These changes are something that are coming to you, whether you've intentionally wanted them or whether you've waited a long enough time for things to just change on their own. The universe wants you to have a new opportunity. The Four of Arrows, rest. Now, that's a card where you need to kind of take a time out. How would I explain this? The arrows are about your direction, your motivation, your drive, your doing things. And the butterfly there is a symbol of not necessarily rebirth, but growth. You've stepped into a new stage. I feel like you've taken your time out, and I do feel like you may be coming to an end of it very soon, of this rest, of this learning period, of this trying to focus on what you want. And I do feel like you're going to emerge from it, in a sense like the butterfly, with kind of almost like a new portrayal of yourself, a new confidence, a new opportunity. You're stepping into that new stage here with the wheel as well. It does feel like for you a season is beginning to pass in life, and almost like a hardship, almost like a time of not seeing things is over. You have the King of Arrows, which is the Kingfisher. That's someone who is very precise, someone who's dedicated, someone who listens to wise counsel, who makes good judgments, someone who's very fair, someone who's accurate, someone who's balanced, someone who gets things done the right kind of way. You also have the Seven of Arrows, insecurity. I feel like there's a part of you that it still holds on to this. Sometimes it feels like, how would you say? Sometimes we have to think that the words in our head that we tell ourselves aren't our own. They're things other people have said to you, or things that they've said to other people. So for example, you might see people criticising someone who has a similar art skill as you, or a similar play style on a game, or a similar appearance, and you feel like that's how people view you as well. Sometimes we can be the target for other people's insecurities too, and that's a warning not to allow that to push us back into the winter, not to allow us to feel like we've been knocked down. There's an aspect of there with the rest. We have to make sure our energies are directed in the right place. You have the Shaman, which means that kind of wherever you go, you'll be able to manifest things, you'll be able to experience that growth, you'll be able to experience development. I feel like you're very much ready, you're very skillful, you're very talented, you have what you need. You're someone who can take your experience, your learning and your skills and make something out of it. I do feel like you're someone who's going to start very soon attracting new opportunities and people, and you might suddenly find that there's a few doors open to you at once. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like you looking around and there's a door opening here, and then you have another opportunity here, and then oh, something's just come in here. It feels like you're going to start being able to kind of pick and choose a little bit. You have Ten of Bows, responsibility. I feel like you are a very hard-working person. Excuse me. I feel like you're someone who is very responsible, very good at what you do. You're very good at providing for your family. You are someone who has, you do feel like you're someone who has a backbone. You're not someone who'll sit back and let other people do it for you. I feel like you're someone who's been able to take care of yourself for a while, and you're quite good at taking care of other people. You don't necessarily feel like you're maybe not the person who's at the forefront of everything, who kind of, I'm not sensing like necessarily the typical Leo type of energy that I'm someone out in the forefront, I'm someone as a public figure. I'm seeing you as someone who's really been sort of kind of working for you, really getting down to the bottom of things recently and starting to use your own skills and talent to make your own way. You have the Nine of Stones, tradition. So again, that could feel like you are a very traditional person. You've pulled the Green Man and the Green Woman. It's like you have this balance of the masculine and feminine energies, of being nurturing, of being able to grow and manifest and see these things while being responsible, protective, and talented. I really feel like for some of you, if you want a relationship, you have a lot to give, so you should perhaps be quite picky. You have the Ace of Stones, the foundation of life. Yep, I feel like some of you are going to be stepping into this new era. This is going to be like almost like a peak era for you. You're going to, not necessarily saying it's the peak of your life, I'm saying it's going to feel like you're kind of like the new year, new me type of thing, but in a greater sense of new year, I have a new thoughts, I'm bringing new people in, I have new talents, I'm starting to see more money, I'm starting to see more results, I'm starting to see more fun. But at the same time, you have so many stones, there's a lot of grounding to you. You might be an earth sign or have a strong earth chart. It feels like you could be very traditional, you might be attached to your religion, you might be attached to other parts of your beliefs. I also feel like you have quite a strong attachment to your family and to things that make you feel very grounded and at home and safe. You have the Queen of Bows here, which is again about kindness. It's about taking on challenges and responsibilities. It's also about not being it's rising above the pettiness, but it's also not being afraid of a challenge. Hares fight for breeding territories. There's someone who, if they have that territory, that is theirs, they've won it fairly. There's someone with that kind of energy. Bows, like I said, are your talent and skill. I feel like you could be a good, you're a good diplomat, you're good with people, even if you're not necessarily the most outgoing person. You might not be the most chatty or the most forward or the most in the spotlight, like I said, typical Leo energy. But you feel like a very kind and fair person who's working your way down a very fair path and earning everything you have. You're not coming across as a lazy person. The universe wants you to know that your karmic reward, you've waited too long, you might not be taking enough action, but your karmic reward is coming in soon, even if it feels like it's a bit late. you're going to start seeing these rewards. You're going to have the foundation of life, that really coming home energy, feeling as though you have everything, feeling fulfillment, feeling satisfaction, feeling as though your life is very enriched and that you have this purpose. I do feel like if you're looking for a relationship, now's a very good time for it as well. If you're looking to progress in your career, I think that's coming anyway. And if you're looking just to kind of have personal growth, develop hobbies and talents and skill, I really feel soon that if you put those into action, you're going to start reaping rewards, perhaps money, attention, anything that you want from them. If you wanted to share them on social media, do it. If you want to be with your friends and that, do it. I also feel like this is a good time to engage with other people and make new friends or relationships. It feels like at the moment, if you want that, then now's the time to do it. So if you enjoyed the reading, please like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Hello option B, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the rose quartz, this is for you. Rose quartz into the forest lovers. For some of you, this could be a new relationship, the new beginning of something. If you're already in a relationship, the forest lovers have a little bind there, giving very pagan energy, very much hand fasting. We're together, kind of promising to one another. There's a youthful sense to this. Okay, the King of Stones, the horse, kindness. Page of Vessels, otter. Okay, so there's attachment, there's loyalty with the otter. They're very playful, very fun, kind, gentle animals. They're very good, kind of, as I would say, going with the flow, for lack of a better way to explain it. It also feels like it can be attachment, emotional attachment. I feel like for some of you, you are going to be making a new bond with someone very soon. It could be romantic. It feels almost like a new, but I'm seeing new blossoms, new buds, that type of energy. Someone, you could just be meeting someone new. It could be a flirtation. Some of you, it could feel almost like a young type of love. I'm feeling young energy, spring and summer here. You have Five of Stones, endurance. Okay. Boredom. And the Eight of Arrows, struggle. I feel like this relates more to you, perhaps at the moment or perhaps in the recent past. The Five of Stones is endurance, it's putting up with things, it's putting up with hardship, really stoking your fires, keeping things going, learning to really provide for yourself, provide and protect for yourself and for others around you. There's a sense of responsibility. If you look at the harsh world around this child, the child's still able to care for themselves. They're still stoking that fire, they're still trying to protect themselves, they're still doing all that they can. I feel like you've perhaps been hanging in for a long time. Some of you, it might resonate as a relationship that you've been looking for a relationship for a long time, or you've perhaps been thinking, I don't know where this relationship's going. If you want relationship clarity, I do feel straight away that this relationship could come out of a darker period, or it could be moving into a next stage. For the others of you, it feels like you've gone through a period of boredom, of struggle, of endurance. Some of you, it could be related to very hard times at work. It could be sort of leftover sort of residue from the pandemic, I'm feeling. I really feel like some of you have gone through emotional struggles. It feels like it could be some of you, you might have been very stressed, very depressed, you might have felt like things are going against you, that you can't really progress anywhere, you're looking for opportunities, and in which case the universe wants you to know that these times are over. Your times of boredom and that are kind of coming to an end. You have the Nine of Bows, respect. That's a card of also being respected in public. It signifies someone who is very honourable, very responsible, they're true to their word. I feel like you're a very trustworthy person, and I'm also feeling like this person you're going to meet is very trustworthy. Whether this person ends up being an actual lover, or whether they're just a friend, or something like that, a new business partner, I feel like this person is going to be someone you could perhaps trust. I do feel like you're also going to be stepping away from some of these hardships. I do feel like there's a part of them that will be in the background. So for example, if you're having problems at work, it might not necessarily end that quickly. If you're feeling like you're just kind of going through the mundane, you're just kind of enjoying life at the moment, I feel like it's coming to an end, but there's a part of that that's going to continue. We have the Page of Arrows, the Wren. It's about direction, it's about your motivation, it's about being decisive, and it's also about your youth. I feel like for a lot of you, if you have chosen this and it is relationship based, I'm getting strong energies of that. I feel like if you're looking for hope in your life, the area it's going to come in will be friends, will be relationships, will be romance. The Woodward. Rebirth. I do feel that as well, that some of you, because you pulled the Woodworth and Rebirth, sorry, I feel like you've been looking for someone that's responsible. I feel like you've been perhaps looking for a longer term relationship, someone that you feel like you can trust. And I do feel like with this rebirth, there's a new opportunity, and it's emotional. I feel like you're going to find a new opportunity for romance. I feel like you might even have a new sort of outlook in life. The Woodward's a card of being responsible as well. It's about respectability. It's about knowing what you want. It's about being a very reliable person. It's about being in tune with nature as well. The Woodward is someone who's very protective, someone who is very capable of being on their own as well. I do feel like this person that you're with is someone who's going to be stable. This person coming in will be a stable person. I feel like they're going to perhaps in a way help you with this struggle. I don't feel like you're someone who can't cope with it on your own, but I do feel like this Woodward energy, this protective, this I will fight with you and for you type of energy, is going to come in. This person's going to help you with this situation. They could even it could just be that they're going to make you feel better and give you a break from it. You have the Ten of Vessels happiness, which is between these. Like I said, I felt like this was a different area of your life where you felt like you need some motivation, some direction, some new stimulation. You feel like you could just be hanging in at a job or with a project or going along with something because it's good or because you're getting money out of it and it's not fulfilling you. It could just be that you're feeling like you're struggling to find a partner or a relationship and you're kind of hanging in there a little bit. The Ten of Vessels happiness means that this person coming in is going to make you very happy. There's almost, look at the waterfall bursting over all of the bowls. It's going to be an overflow. It's kind of like Ten of Cups, happily ever after, getting everything you want. Ace of Cups type of energy here. We have a lot of positivity. I do feel like this person is going to be emotionally fulfilling. And look, there you go. Even if you're already with this person, I feel like if you are, this could mean the next stage. If you're not with this person yet, this person's going to come in, and I feel like this person could potentially be someone you have a very long-term goal with, because look, Ten of Vessels is happiness, and that's at the end, that's the achievement, that's the end goal. You have the Ten of Stones, again, like I said, end goal, home. It feels like this person could fulfill you enough that the two of you build a home together. It could be like coming home, or it could be that this person is someone simply as a business partner, as someone who's going to come in and really help you to support, help you build up your life, build up your actual home, build up all of these things. Whoever this person is actually very good for you. The journey's about laying everything bare, about getting down to the bare bones of things and being honest with yourself and other people. So if there's areas in life that you feel like you might need some help with, now's the time to reach out and not be ashamed. If there's something bothering you about someone, now is the time to say it. If there's a change you want to make, now's the time to do it. Because every journey has hardship. You have to be very honest with yourself and really very raw, because life itself is a journey, and we don't learn if we don't confront things. You have the Ace of Bows, a spark of life. Like I said, it feels like this person here could also open up opportunities. It feels like this person's going to be very stimulating to you. They're going to bring a lot of fun and high energy into your life. It definitely feels like someone you could potentially have a family with if it's romantic, or just someone that could be a lifelong friend or close partner or something along those lines. There's a lot of dedication there in that horse as well. I feel like if there's someone and you know who it is, then you should probably go for it. You have the Ancestor, which is about being in tune, mind, body and soul. In tune with nature, in tune with everything. It's in tune, kind of, it's ancient wisdom. For some of you, if this is a partnership, it feels like this could be a soul connection. This is something kind of fated. This ancestor can mean that it could even be someone you've had a soul tie with in a previous life. And that's why this is so positive. Have you ever met someone or known someone that you feel almost like, even if you're not always close to them, there's always someone that you have a connection with. It's like your soul and theirs kind of almost reflects on each other. It's that type of energy. But for the both of you, I don't just feel like it could be a soul mate type of thing. It could be a permanent partner. This could actually be a life partner. The Three of Stones, creativity. Now, I feel like this relationship, it could also spark creativity. This partnership could spark your creativity, or it could simply be that your new opportunity coming in are going to help alleviate this boredom. Creativity is the way forward for it. So if you want to try a new hobby, do it. If you want to improve your art or your music, do it. This is a sign that you now are going to have these opportunities as well to make money from your creativity, potentially. Stones are like pentacles. It's about foundation. It's about resources. It's about the basis. It can be about your wealth and your material possessions. You have the Five of Vessels, ecstasy, and the Two of Stones, challenge. The hares fight for breeding territory. I don't necessarily feel like you're going to be fighting over this partner. I feel like this is someone who's going to be interested in you. It might be that they have an ex or someone else a bit interested in them, because it's the female hares that fight for the breeding grounds. Of course, you could be any gender. It could be that you're fighting over, it could feel like their exes perhaps a man or non-binary or something, it doesn't matter. It feels like there's a bit of challenge there. I also feel like you might have a little bit of challenge overcoming some of these issues with boredom and creativity. Some of you have had a bit of a block recently. The Five of Vessels though, ecstasy, means you are going to have a very good time. I do feel like this relationship is almost going to be like straight away honeymoon period. You're having a lot of fun, like a summer romance. You have a lot of spring summer type of cards here. Your winter's at the bottom. It feels like your winter is beginning to end, and it feels like these opportunities, all of the ice is beginning to melt and the emotions are going to start flowing for you, and the universe wants you to see this opportunity. It wants you to go with this person, to talk to these new people, to give people chances and really allow your creativity to flow. Whatever it is that sparks you, whatever it is that this idea is, this innovation, this fun, this motivation, you need to really go with it and take this opportunity, because there's a potential for great rewards in this. So if you enjoyed the reading, please like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hello option C, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Serpentine, this is for you. We're starting with the World Tree. Every possibility is available to you if you take it. It's also a card of knowledge, of learning, and of going through the maze of achievements. Ten of Vessels, happiness. The Nine of Bows, respect. I feel if you've chosen this option, you're looking towards a goal, because this card is a card of cleansing. This crystal is a crystal of cleansing, but it's also a crystal of abundance and wealth. I feel like you're someone who is working towards a goal. But like I said, the tree's learning, it's intellectual, it's going through all of the seasons, it's doing everything. It's also about knowing that it's all open to you if you seek it. Any knowledge that you seek is going to be there if you work towards it, if you look for it in the right places. The Nine of Bows is respect. It's being honourable in public as well. You're someone who's very trustworthy. I feel like you're someone who, for example, if you were a politician, you're the type that would do as you said. You would mean what you said, even if you couldn't always follow it through. You're someone that maybe this card doesn't always make me think of the most typical forefront of society, the pillar of the community type of person. You feel like you actually are the pillar, but you might not necessarily look or seem like the typical pillar. You also have the Nine of Arrows, dedication, which means it's something in your life might need a little bit more attention. Do you really want this thing that you're manifesting? Because we have to be careful with our time, our energy, our resources. If we manifest the wrong thing, we reap the wrong thing. If we plant the wrong seeds, we get the wrong plants. The Nine of Arrows, dedication, if you look, she's putting the arrow in wrong, she's not dressed for it, her eyes are closed, she's not holding anything properly, everything's flying everywhere. Do you really want what you manifest? Is this the goal that you want? Because I feel like you could be facing some challenges along the way. I do feel with the Ten of Vessels though, great happiness is coming in for you. This means great emotional fulfillment as well. It's the end goal. The Queen of Arrows though, the Swan. Now this can be a card of sorrow, of grief. It can mean moving on. I do feel though when you have the Ten of Vessels, this for you is moving on. This is a sorrow. This is an ending that's actually going to be good for you, and I feel like although there's going to be sadness to it, you might feel down, you might feel even sometimes tearful or stressed, or it could even be like a grief, a loss. I do feel like coming up after that will be your Ten of Vessels, happiness. I do feel you have that abundance coming in after. The King of Vessels, the Heron. See, this thing you're working towards is going to fulfill you emotionally. It's also going to fulfill you a bit creatively as well. You have the Knight of Vessels, the Eel. You're very much someone who wears your heart on your sleeve a little bit. I feel like you're a very caring person. You're someone who cares about people. I also feel like you're someone who's very trustworthy. I feel like as well, sometimes with that eel, it can also mean a little bit of flirtation. Some of you along this path that you're taking, it might lead you to a potential romance, it might lead you to a new partner, or just to a little bit of flirtation and fun. You have the King of Stones, or the Wolf, someone who's dedicated, reliable. I feel like here this can mean conservative. It could just be conservative with your money, you could just be a very reserved person. I feel like you're also very trustworthy as well when you pull this. If you're looking for a job in that, like I said, the first thing I said was politician. That for some of you might mean something. Maybe you would be very good in a public speaking role, or working with others, or perhaps taking on some causes, that type of energy. For some of you though, the Queen of Arrows, the Swan, can mean grief. It could mean the ending of a partnership or a relationship, and the Knight of Eels could Knight of Eels. It could mean that you're meeting someone new. You have the Seven of Vessels, mourning. Again, I don't like saying it, but sometimes when we keep pulling cards of grief, sorrow and mourning, it could be that you're mourning a loss of someone in your life. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean a passing. It could just mean that a friend has moved on, someone has moved out, a relationship has ended. But I don't feel to you that this is an unhealthy type of thing. You have the King of Vessels, the Heron. I do feel like you're a very kind and you are a gentle person at heart. You're a kind person, you're an emotionally healthy person. You're also someone who's very stable. The King of Stones, like I said, reliable. You'll continue going even in the face of adversity. Knight of Arrows, Hawk. Again, that's a card of someone who's very good with their words, someone who's precise, someone who's almost aggressive. If you think of someone who speaks on behalf of groups or is the leader in a movement, it's that type of energy. They're often people who surround themselves with like-minded people, intelligent people, well-spoken people, people who almost like an echo chamber type of energy. I feel like if there's a role or a position you want at work or even on social media, then this is a good opportunity for you. I also feel like if you want to really if you really want to buckle down to something because you have this dedication in the world tree, if there's a goal you have your mind set on, I think you need to keep going for it. I don't think anything else in your life should be allowed to disrupt this goal that you have, because the arrows are direction of their motivation. There's almost like an Aries energy to them. When I see that, I see someone who goes after exactly what they want. You have the Eight of Bows, the Hearthfire. Again, there's a sense of community there, of popularity, of coming together. It's also bows, so it's innovation and skill and talent. I feel for some of you, you really need to get out there and start putting your ideas out there. Get going, get some action going, start collaborating with others, reach out to other people, talk to them. If there's a business you want to set up but you need some other stock, message them. If there's something you want in life, go after it. If there's a skill you need to hone, then look for your teachers. Even ask for your friends, your local community, get active in the community, start spending time with your friends. That type of energy, the ancestors, the tradition. I feel like you're very down to earth. You're someone who your mind and your body are in the same place. I feel like you're someone who's ready to step into a next stage. I feel like, for example, if you want a promotion at work, if this is how it's resonating, then you're ready for it. And if you take the right action, and you kind of, it's about saying the right thing while also saying the right thing. Do you know what I mean? Like how there's a moral ground where you have to say the right thing. But sometimes you have to really speak your mind or oversay something or speak in a different way in order to get it across. Sometimes you have to be aggressive like the hawk. There's also that Eight of Bows there again. I really feel like you're going to be responsible for this. I feel like you should take this opportunity. You have Two of Arrows, Injustice. It means don't focus too hard on injustice, that you become self-victimised, that you see injustice in everything of yourself. You also, I do feel like that you're looking for balance, and I feel, like I said, politician, movement group, community. I feel like if you want that type of thing, I think you have the ability to do it. I also feel like maybe if it's an opportunity at work or something like that, you need to be very careful of this. Don't allow misfortune, mistreatments or that to consume you or to allow you to become a victim. It can also mean beware of injustice that you will face. You have the Eight of Stones, though, skill. Again, it goes over your Nine of Arrows, dedication. It means there's a part of you that needs to hone your skills, that or you're already doing it. The universe wants you to take up an extra skill you need. So whether that's maybe take some courses or like look online at how to do something, or even just practice your skills, try and hone them in, because these are what are going to carry you. You're a very charismatic person, you're good at speaking, you're someone I feel is likable, you're someone who's sociable, you're respectable and honourable. But I also feel there's a part of you that needs to make sure your skill matches. I feel you have the intellect in that. If you want to progress, get your skills above and beyond as well. The Five of Bows, empowerment. I feel you're empowered by your work. I feel you're empowered by your reward. I feel you're empowered by your talent and your skill. I feel that's what's driving you. I feel if you've picked this pile, I don't think that you're someone who at the moment is particularly looking for a relationship. I'm not seeing many relationship energies, but like Ace of Arrows, Breath of Life, you have a direction, a goal, a motivation, an idea, and now is the opportunity to seize it. The universe wants you to use all of your skills, your communication, your reliability, your trustworthy, your integrity. You're someone who feels like you are very honest and reliable. Generosity, giving. I'm seeing Virgo moons, I'm seeing Libras here, I'm seeing Virgos, I'm seeing I'm seeing Cancers, people who are very kind, very giving, transition. It's time to move forward. Seize this opportunity. Take this transition, move away from one thing to another. You have the Swan here again. Now, you pulled the Swan first, in one of the first pulls. That's sorrow, that's moving on, that's loss. That can mean divorce, but it can just simply mean that you have to say goodbye to something in your life. Even if it's a bit sore for now, say goodbye to it, because there's more opportunities for you. You need to spread your wings. Where you are now in life isn't where you should be forever. You need to move forward. You have the Six of Vessels reunion. Some of you, it could be coming back with friends. It could be a completely separate part of your life. It could be celebration. It could also be just happiness, having fun. It could be becoming one with everything again. I do feel like when you have this Ace of Arrows, the breath of life, there's something you need to do. If there's something you want to try it, because I don't feel like at this moment you're going to fail. I feel like if there's a path that you have your mind or your eyes set on, it's for you. Balance. Like I said, there's Libra energy there. There's seeking balance, there's seeking fairness. You want justice, you want skills, you want to be involved in things. I feel like you're a very helpful person as well. You have the Three of Vessels, joy. You're fulfilled by this. Whatever this opportunity is, you can face the challenges. You have all of the respect and the inner reflection of the hooded man. You know what you're doing. The blasted oak means cut off one branch and you'll see 5 more grow. Like with the Queen of, well, the Swan, the Queen of Arrows here. If you have to say goodbye to one thing, it might be painful. You might even have to say goodbye to several things, even just for now. But this opportunity coming in is going to be a life changer. This direction you want to move in, you need to go with it and take the opportunity as it comes. Keep working on your skills. Keep reminding yourself why you're doing it, because you can face the challenge. You're able to put up the fight against these people. I don't feel like you're someone that can go down easily. I feel like you're very, like I said, responsible, reliable, good at public speaking. If there's an opportunity you want, it's time to go for it, because it's going to make you very happy, and I feel like it's going to bring you a lot of respect in your community or in your group or however it resonates for you. I feel like this is a good opportunity. I feel like you're going to be very emotionally fulfilled in this, and it could even be that this is your full life path that you're going to step on. So if you enjoyed the reading, please like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.